This is day 92. Yay! Oh my gosh, 92 days of podcasting every day. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow. The goal was 100, right? And now we are almost close to 100. Can't believe we went through 50, 16, 70, day 2. We went through 78, 68. Now we're almost close to 98. It's mind blowing. I'm actually wondering, what am I going to be doing with my life when it's 100 days? Do I stop? Should I continue? Honestly, yeah, I feel like thinking about my podcast every day and adding every episode every day has actually made me want to be more intentional about every other thing in my life. You understand? So I'm slightly scared that if I stop podcasting, like if 100 days come and I stop, I might just like relax in every other thing in my life because I know that I'm meant to release an episode in a day. It keeps me on my feet to want to like do every other thing I'm meant to do, like write my newsletter, create content, do other things. Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe after 100 days of podcasting, I should go into content, like to release videos every day. That one is you. That one would be, I don't know. I need to pray about it and think of like how I want it to go. I don't know. Maybe I will continue podcasting. Maybe I would go into like, creating videos every day or posting, maybe not creating videos every day, but at least posting every day, at least every day. Something must go up on my Instagram, TikTok. I'm going to take TikTok seriously. And then, what do they call it? YouTube. Now I'm thinking about it. I should maybe do 100 days of doing that. It should be fun. I know it's going to be stressful with like editing the videos, coming up with like video content. I know it's going to be really stressful. Just like how, podcast 100 was also stressful, but at some point I got like a hang of it. I don't know, man. Or I should just like reinvent what I do on here, what I did for 100 days of my podcast, and take it to my content, to the video versions, right? That should be fun. Whenever I'm lacking in inspiration, I just like go through the 100 episodes I did on my podcast and just like do a video for those videos, right? For those audios. I'm just like ruminating and just thinking about it, but let's be going. Let's see, like, let's reach day 100 first of all. Now I'm thinking about it, I think I just now start planning for my video content if I want to do that, because very soon day 100 would stop, and then once it stops I need to jump into that. But anyways, no pressure. Let me just take it easy on myself. But it's been, I was saying it yesterday on my show on radio, that because we just entered the second quarter of 2026. In the first quarter, it feels like I've done like more work than I had ever done in a year, right? It feels like I can wrap up the year. Like the work I did from January to March is the amount of work I normally do in a year. And whoa. I am super proud of myself. I'm not even going to lie. I'm super proud of myself. I'm glad that I showed up, and I can't even tell you how showing up here every day has kind of like made me more confident in myself and made me bolder. It might not be through my podcast, but it seems like what I am doing with my podcast kind of like reflected back in every other thing in my life, because now I went on radio knowing that I would deliver, right? I went on my newsletter knowing I would deliver. I said things that I wanted to say. I showed up confident and showed up curious, showed up asking why, showed up wanting to know more about the world and hold conversations with people. And people noticed. I didn't think that people would notice, or a lot of times I didn't even notice it myself. But people would give me opportunities and say, "Oh, I saw what you're doing with your LinkedIn. I saw how you are the work you're doing on your Instagram, and I want you to come and moderate." I mean, the Lead Green Fellowship that I'm moderating right now was just for my Instagram. I joined the foundation. I'm volunteering for them. It was through a post I made on LinkedIn, and being invited to be a guest speaker on an event that's about to premiere like next week is just by showing up and by making myself visible. Unlike last year where I was just waiting for things to happen for me, I decided to do things for myself and just do the things I really desired to do. If you have been following like in the past 90 days or 91 days, you know that is something I've hampered on, that you can't be waiting for people to present opportunities to you. You have to create, you have to do, because creation precedes opportunities. And people will just like make comments about the things I'm doing. I'm just like, whoa, I don't see it that way. I don't think it's that big. I don't think it's extraordinary. I don't think there's any difference it's making. But that is like data, right? That is a pulse of how people see you. That is feedback. And I'm really grateful that I met a woman. She used to work with us in the radio station, and she used to be, when I say mentor now, she is someone that I could easily go to seek for advice or guidance. And she said whenever she received like notification on my podcast, she was like, if Chiwendu could do this, I can start putting myself out there, because she has always wanted to create content, just do more things in the world. And every time my podcast notification just came in, boom, it's just like, yo, she's here. If she made this deal with herself to be consistent, what is holding me back? And she's just one person, and that is enough for me. And I don't know other people that this showing up of a thing has kind of like motivated or inspired to want to do things with their life, or want to show up in their life. But whatever it is, I just want to let you know that it's not too late to start, though. You can start today. The best time to start was yesterday, but today is also a good day. Today is also a great day to start. I'm grateful that I didn't let down the ball. I am grateful that I didn't shy away from this. A lot of the times I was just like, Onizi Gozi Achiwendo, who sent you on this message? Then I'm just like, yeah, there's nobody tracking you. A lot of the times people might not even listen, people might not even see, people might even wonder what the hell are you doing. But I stopped posting about the podcast on my status or Instagram. If you know, you know. If you receive the notification, good for you, right? It became more like something I wanted to really just do for myself, to just like put in the work, ideate, come and talk about stuff that really matters to me. And I'm just grateful that it's been going well. I am deeply proud of myself. I have been thinking about it. How am I going to celebrate 100 days? I don't know. But anyways, I'm super proud, and I hope, the episodes had kind of like made sense to you, or it has helped you in one way or the other. I hope so. 92 days. It's been a long... Oh, that was the wrong song to sing. 6 years don't waka. Okay. 92 days don't waka. We still dey carry go. Nobody waka. Nobody go solo. Mama God you. That your grace you. I deep it. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. Remember, I am deeply rooting for you. I'll sign off with what Cardi B said. You know the kind of life you want. So once you figure out that life that you want, the future that you want, the work you have to do is every day. There is no off day. At least every day, show up and drop your own quota into that future or into that life that you want. Laziness is not allowed. Procrastination is not allowed. Indiscipline is not allowed. Of course, you'll be tired. Of course, you feel like quitting. Then you gotta show up. You gotta do the work, okay? I'm the play routine for you, and I love you. Bye.